have to note that this is in a crazy tuning. We're going to have D, 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 okay? And all of these are going to be tuned down except for the B string. B string is tuning up. So you don't have to tune this E string up to D because you will break it. You just tune it down and then you have this. Very cool. All right, so next we're going to talk about the tone. What makes this acoustic guitar sound like this on this song? First thing is we have a super thin pick, paper thin. Next thing, we're going to be playing way back at the bridge to get this sound. Okay? And if you'll note in the recording that you heard, you'll hear 3 different ways that we tracked that. We had the pickup from the guitar, a room mic, and we also had an amp plugged in, all going at the same time. All right, so we're starting with the intro of this song. I'm going to be calling these placements by the frets instead of the name of the strings. So we're going to start with our first finger is going to go on the 8th fret, A string normally. And then our pinky finger, or third, is going to go to the 12th on what is usually the D string. We're going to alternate 12 and 11 with that as we're strumming. So we're going to have this. So it goes 12, 11, 11, 12, right? And then we're going to slide down to both strings, A and D strings, both on the 5 fret. Okay, and we're going to alternate 5 and 4 with our what's normally D string. And we're going to go back up to 5, 4, open. So if you put all that together, it sounds like this. Another cool thing to note about this song is that there's 2 different time signatures happening throughout. So the intro that we just covered is in 4/4, and the verses and the choruses are going to be in 6/8. All right, so we're going to be starting 3rd fret on what's normally our E string. We're just going to be strumming open, okay, on that 3rd fret. So we go 3rd, 5, 8, then we have open, 10th fret, back down to our 8th fret, and we repeat that twice. Alright, so we made it to the chorus. We're going to have what looks to be our intro shapes, but they're slightly different this time. So we have 8th fret A string, and 12th fret, and 11th fret D string. Okay, and we're going to alternate. Okay, now we're going to go 5th fret on both the A and D strings, no walk downs at all. So we're just going to have. And a good thing to note there, I'm actually muting that top B string with my thumb so you don't get that note over top of it. So we put it all together and we have. Alright, so right after the chorus we have our interlude, and it looks like this. We have all the strings start open, and then we go 2nd fret on our what is normally our E string up to the 3rd fret. Okay, so we're going to strum that all together. 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, same thing again, we're going to open up the strings. This time we're going to go down to the 10th fret. We're going to go to the 8th fret right after. So if we put that all together, we have open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, then open, 10th fret, 8th fret. Alright, now we're at the instrumental, and then we go back and we repeat that again. So we have. So you definitely want to get get those dynamic hits on the first part, but then open it up for the second part to go along with the accompaniment of the song. All right, so right after the instrumental pushes, we have our solo. But one thing I want to point out here is that actually when you're coming into that solo section, we're going to be cutting out a bar, and we're actually not going to be going to that 5 on the A and the D string, okay? So that's going to sound like this. And we're right into our solo section. All right, so I'm using my second finger here, and we're going to go to the 8th fret on what's normally our E string. Now we're also going to be using our first finger and pinky finger to give an alternating melody over top of everything that's going on. And we're going to have 8, 7th fret on the high E string normally, and then pull that off. Okay, and then we're going to go 9th fret and do the same thing. 9th fret, pull off. Okay, so you put that together and you have. All right, do the same thing now, but go down to the 7th fret on your low E string. Okay, so we do that 2 times. Now we're going to go up to the 12th fret. We repeat it again. Back up to the 12th fret. Now here we have a walk down that the whole band hits together. We have our 12th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, 7th, 5, and 3. Okay? And then right after we get to that 3rd fret, we are right back up to the 8th fret with our alternating melody. So if you put that together, you have. And then that time we're going back up to the 12th fret again. We have our walk down, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3, open it. Alright, so we've made it through everything. We have our outro section, and it's very simple. We have all open strings to start, and we're going to just go 2nd fret on our low E string, and then we're going to go 3rd fret, and just repeat.
Hey, my name is Davey with Oscillate Music, and we're going to be learning the solo to Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. So starting off our tone, we are running in stereo. We've got divided by 13 RSA 31, which is a Vox style amp, and then a Marshall JCM 800. And then I'm running into a compressor, overdrive, delay, and a reverb. All right, so starting off, we're going to be using a slide. We're going to start out on the G string, 2nd fret, and we're going to slide up to the 7th fret. And so that happens before the beat. This is where the beat lands. So 1, 2, 3. And the second chord goes just down 1 fret. Then we do that same move again. Then we slide up 2 frets. We slide up 2 more. So all that together sounds 1, 2, 3. And then if you notice, I strike this note, but whenever I go to the get to the 7th fret, I don't hit the string again. So it's then we start off with the same move again. this time we go up to the 11th fret and slide down to the 6th fret. So that move sounds like. And then we're going to do this 4, 2, 4. And then we're going to go into these pushes. We're going to do a big slide before the beat up to the 12th fret on the B string. And that's going to go right with the rhythm when it's doing the hits, and it's like dun 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 dun. We're going to go. Then we're going to do another slide up, 2nd fret to 7th. And then 9, 11, and then we're going to go from the 10th fret of the B string up to the 14th fret. And you're going to hit that 14th fret twice and then slide up to the 15th and then come back to the 14th. Then we're going to come fall down this A chord. And then end it by hitting another 14. Alright, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this solo is I was watching a Tim Pierce video and I was just very inspired by the sound and the backstory of everything. And one of the things they said is when that last note hits back in the studio, they actually had this reverb and then they distorted the reverb. So when you hear the demo of this song, is what I did is when I hit that last note, I stepped on another reverb pedal and then a tube screamer that was after the reverb to distort it. So that sounds like this. So there you have it. Hopefully this helped you out a lot, and if you have any other questions or any songs that you'd like to learn or solos, please feel free to leave a comment below, and thank you very much.